Friday Fitness in complete darkness. Just back from a run again. So it's a long time after the marathon. I took way too much time off accidentally, and I did run a couple of times in the last 3 weeks or whatever it's been. Yeah, around 3 weeks at the worst. I did run a couple of times in there, but I kept waffling on whether I was going to start any kind of more training program or do anything scripted and diligent, or if I was going to go into an off season and commit to some muscle building and whatnot and get ready for next year. And in that waffling, I wound up doing nothing. It's what always happens to me. If I don't have shit on paper in order, I end up doing nothing except drinking all day. And painting a lot. So that's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks, is just drunkenly painting, which I know is not in line with this channel. But on my normal lifestyle blog, rather than my fitness blog, I do talk about my painting every day. Anyhoozle, I went for a run right now, and it was the first thing I did when I woke up this morning. Now, the other thing that's kind of different right now is I let myself sleep in again. I think I was fucking up in that, I was staying up later and later, and drinking more and more, and eating more unhealthily. I was slipping down that road, and still getting up at the same time and being tired all day. And when you're tired all day, you make worse choices. You eat higher energy foods, i.e. worse for you foods. You're more susceptible to temptation and whatnot. You just feel like, oh, I don't feel like I have the energy to work out or go for a run, but I sure have the energy to have 10 drinks and paint. So, yeah, I found myself going back to bed. Like, first of all, I was having a nap in the afternoon, and then that got earlier and earlier and earlier to the point where I was just getting up and going back to bed. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to let myself sleep in. So the last 2 or 3 days in a row, I've slept like 11 hours on average. And it feels mighty good. And then today, even though I let myself sleep in pretty late, like I got up at like 11. I never sleep into the double digits. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And I looked at the list of all the things that I should be doing. My list of shoulds is just overwhelming now because I don't do the things I should do. And I thought, if I go for a run, it will get me outside. It will force me to get dressed, and like, it really is a good habit-breaking thing, running. You can break up the momentum of a day if it's spiraling downward by going for a run, because you have to get dressed and you have to go outside. And I thought, if I tell myself that I'm going to do anything besides run, I'll end up doing nothing again. And it really was a great choice. Like, I feel fantastic having gone for a run now. And it kind of gives me a reason to eat, and to eat healthily. And yeah, I think I gotta get back into, I gotta commit to running being the highest priority and the first thing I do in a day again. I think that's where I was slipping up, trying to shift it around the schedule to see where else it might work and what else I could fit in. And if I'm certain that I'm gonna go for a run, I can put something else in that first slot that I really want to work on. And it turned out not to be the case. So, first good run in a long time. Like, actually, I probably ran like once a week or something since the marathon. But anyways, felt a little spice on the left knee again, which is intriguing because I was in my ultras and I haven't had any knee spice in ultras yet. But I'm pretty rusty. My cardiovascular fitness is gone. I didn't even look at my speed or time on Strava, but I definitely felt like I was going to cough up stuff, and it felt like I returned to running again because my fitness is just gone. But I got to get back into making vlogs about it too, because I found that this is really, really true with painting, which is the new habit that I've adopted. I've been painting for like 30, 40 days tops now, and I've Like, there'd be like 2 days that I didn't paint. And a big part of it was I was posting about it every day to write down the things, because I'm doing this on the blog, to like critique all my own paintings, whether they turned out really good or really bad. I pledged that I would show them every single time, and I would critique them. And whether I loved them or hated them, I would critique them just objectively. Like, and I would say, and I'm talking about painting on the fitness blog, I'd say, like, you know what, this one like is horrible, but I love it. It's horrible for all these reasons. I still had a really great time painting it. And just that, even though only a couple people will like them, a couple people read them intermittently, like no one's reading every single one if you post every single day. But the feeling that it's part of the day to paint and then to write about it. And it was much the same when I committed to running every day and filming these. It's not a matter of if anyone else sees it, it's a matter of feeling even accountable just in any public way. So, I'm back, baby.